Hello, everyone. This is Avi Harkishin. Um, I'm a bit late tonight with the videos. I've been out all day, and I just got back home. So let's get down to the video. So I'm gonna do the indexes first, and then I'm gonna try to probably do a couple tickers separately. So let's look at SPY for a moment. This here is a trend that SPY is currently following. It's on the daily chart that I currently have. So let's zoom in a little bit on SPY here. This is a level, very important level that I had this level for a very long time. It's a previous all-time high at 564.84 that I've had there. And this is another important level here that I have on SPY that you can see, which is 583.47 level, which we saw. There's a test of this level here. Then there's another test of this level here. Let's zoom in a little bit. So yeah, there's a test of this level here. Then you have another test in this level. Then you got another test in this level. And every time this level is tested, it's held as support. You have this sort of a head and shoulder pattern forming. Does not mean it'll play out, but you do have a gap right down here. As you can see, SPY came down. It came into the gap, did not completely fill the gap, but which is 576. And I'm going to show you that gap right here. This is the gap on SPY, came down, did not completely fill the gap right here. So on the daily time frame, we are seeing what I'm looking at. I'm looking at some momentum shift as if SPY wants to have a reversal and start moving back up. Initially, this here, I had an ABC pattern coming down to that 565 level, which is an important level that I have here, which you can also see on this chart. I've had it for a long time. I've had that retest right here, this 583. I also had this retest right down here. It's 565 mark. So if this is to play out, you'll have 565. If is that gonna play out, I don't know. The only way I see that playing out is if we drop below this daily gap, then for sure, I think this is going to play out. But as of now, there is a more bullish momentum shift with SPY and the rest of the market that I saw on Friday. That's the close. An important level that I have here is that 591.95, let's just say 592 level, which SPY closed out of on above it on Friday. So that's the level that I'm looking at right now. Once SPY could stay above that level, I think the next level you're going to see is this 602 level, that 602 level that I talked about. That's going to be the next target. If SPY could stay above that target of 600, 602, you're going to see most likely 622 is the next target in SPY. So the levels are very important. They're key levels. Friday, I was in Mr. Wick's Discord when I was posting levels, and you guys saw the importance the level played in the Discord. Let's jump over back here for a moment, and let's try to go to the let's do the 2-hour chart for a moment. Okay, that's taking a while to load. Okay, that's a 2-hour chart that I have. Okay. So this here is the high 609. You saw that sort of like a head and shoulder pattern playing out. This here is the important part that I want to highlight. Let's look at this for a moment. You have this trend line right here. And you can sort of, if you want to do this maybe, I don't know, you can do that as well, but which might make more sense as well. There's different ways, TA could be a bit subjective rather than objective. You can do that as well, or this. Let's do this one here. Seems to be make a little more sense to me. All right. You can see this as either a falling wedge or you can see it as a bull flag. Um, this level that I have right here, which I talked about on Friday, very key level, which is that 590, 592, which is above here. If SPY could hold this level right above here, the next level that you're going to see is this $602 level, which you're going to see right here. This is a very important level that you're going to go see next. That's for SPY that I'm looking at. Levels again is 592. Above that, 595, 602 is the next level. Below 590, you're going to see a push down back again. And what's the next level below that? You're probably going to see something like this, maybe. This level here, a 587 level, right? Or you can come back a little bit more low. But those are the key levels that I'm looking at. Important levels. You want to see 590, 592, this area hold as support. If it starts dipping below 590, you're most likely going to see this level gets hit, which is 587. Let's go back on this chart for a moment. Let's look at the hourly, see what's going on. Okay, again, that's the level. So that's what I have for SPY right now. Let me just put this here so you can see it. You could see that as a breakout if you wish to. Certainly could be one. But again, the level that you want to see hold is that 590, 592 level. If you go see that level hold, be careful with this 200 EMA here. But if you see that hold, you can definitely go back up. Now, for downside, as I talked about on this chart, and the reason why I said that if you dip below 590, if you do not have what you can have going into Monday, tomorrow, is you can see this retest right here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's do the 15 minutes for a moment. Okay, see this level hold right here. If anything, you could see this and a push up, a gap up. You can see that, certainly you could see that going on to this level here, which is the 597, 595 level. You can see that happening. However, if you begin to lose that level, you're going to come back down. And the level that you're looking at, we're going to come back down. I'm not sure why my computer is freezing. Is this level right here. This level right here that I talked about, which is the 587, or this 585 level. So somewhere around 586, 587, 585 is the level you're looking for in terms of a retracement level. Makes a lot of sense to come back down here. If there's a rejection, test it, and then move back up again. All right, this is the bottom, 583, that's been holding support. Those are the key levels that you want to see hold. So I hope that was helpful for SPY in terms of what we're looking at above this 592.60 level. You can see push up to 595. You only have the 200 EMA to deal with on the 1 hour. Below this level, it starts breaking below this level. You're looking at coming back down for a retracement around that 6.618 and 0.786, which is 585 to, what is that, 583 level, between this level right here. Most likely that 585 will be the retracement if it comes back down here, if it doesn't gaps up on Monday. All right, hopefully it was helpful. Let's move on to QQQ a little bit and see what's going on there. Okay, here is Qqq. Initially, I had an ABC retracement, which I have for SPY. None of these ABC retracements has been invalidated, but we cannot ignore the bullish momentum that we had on Friday, and I'm not going to be married to my bias that I had before. If there's a shift in the market, I have to account for that shift in the market. So this can also play out this way, the same way. There's a lot of bullish momentum going on. It doesn't mean that we're not going to have that ABC retracement, or we're never going to have it. We can still have it if we do not hold certain levels and we continue to see a sell-off. And I'm just going to show you what I'm talking about in a minute. So let's remove this for a moment. Let's remove that for a moment. And let's remove that. Okay. Okay, what just happened? All right. So, important levels that we had. I have this here as an important level at the bottom here, which you can see is 505. The next important level that I have is 518, 517.86, 518, and 531. And then you have that 539. Those are important key levels. If you see QQQ can have a close, which we did, above that 517, 518 level, and it could hold that level, it is very likely that you're looking at the next level, which is 526 and 531. That will be the next level. Let's go down to the 2 hours. Here, you had a clear double bottom. Here, it's a clear double bottom that you had. So we had a lot of momentum shift liquidity grab on Friday, and then you had that push up again. So that's an important level to pay attention to. Right here, this is an important level, a 521 level as well. But let's take a look at this. So this here is the trend going up, the trend line. Now, that's the next level you have to look at right here. You can see a touch right here and come back down and break out of this, and then you're going to hit the next level, which is 531. So you have to look at this trend that's right here. However, if you get rejected off of that trend and you break below this trend, what you're looking at is coming back down to another level, and that level would be this level right here. And I'm going to tell you a second why I'm choosing that level right there. So the reason I'm choosing that level, because that's a fair value gap level, which we completely closed, but you can see we touched it here, then we break above it, and then you can see we can go up here and come back down and probably come all the way back down here. And the reason as well you can do something like that is because of this. That's the 618. And that's the 0.5. It's somewhere around that area. And if it goes up here and it get rejected, then you have the 618 right there. That's why it's an important level. It's all about liquidity, and you might see something like that happens. Go up, get rejected. You can come back down here, go up, and then you break down. and then you start moving back up again. So it's an important level. These are important levels that you want to see hold. If you're playing this level and you're holding this level, then you got to be careful watching this trend line right here playing out. Now, I can't tell exactly what it's going to do, but I have to play this as level, and I'm scalping. So I'm playing level by level. I do not want to be holding or swinging any calls or any puts and think I know exactly what the market is going to do, because I do not know what the market is going to do. I'm looking at levels and I'm seeing how the market is reacting. And as you can see, there has been some bullish shift, and it's just right there. It's telling us right there. But you can see the market come back down as well and grab some liquidity and go back up again. But pay attention to this trend right here, because as the trend has clearly formed, you could start seeing rejection in this trend and come back down. So we're not out of the woods yet. We're not clear of anything. We can still complete that ABC, but it's more bullish than it is bearish right now. Then you have that, and you could come back up, you could drop. Please pay attention to levels. All right, that's for QQQ. That's exactly how I'm playing it. I'm telling you how I'm playing it. I'm playing the levels, and if I see there's a level that's broken, I get out. I go puts or I go calls if the level is held. All right, let's look at IWM for a moment. Here's IWM. It's been trading in a range for a long time, and I've said this before. This has been an accumulation range for IWM for wave 2. Then you're going to have this wave. Okay, what just happened here? Then you're going to have this wave 3 that's going to shoot up. This impulsive wave that's going to go all the way up after you had that breakout. So what am I looking at for IWM here? This is the daily chart for IWM. That we're looking at. The important levels, as you can tell, when IWM broke out, you had that breakout, then you had the retest, and you have the impulsive waves, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and now we came back down just at that 0.618 level, which is an amazing level. So did we bottom? I don't know if we bottomed locally here at least. But what I do have is this A, B, and C, which is a retest coming back down. Then you start moving back up. That would be if this here is a wave 1, then you have that wave 2 coming back down here. I don't know if that's going to happen, because I don't know. So the level that I'm looking at, so let's just remove this for a moment here. Let me just get rid of this for a moment. And let me just remove this as well. Clear up the chart bit. So what I have is this here. Let me just go to the 2 hours. I have this that's currently playing out so far. I have the 1 and the 2, so maybe you could just probably just do this. The 1 and 2, then I see an impulsive 3, 4, and 5. I have 234 as the target, at least for IWM. If you were to see like a drop, it's going to be somewhere around here. Now, if we begin to hold that 234 level, you can certainly see IWM start pushing up back above, and this drop was it. That was the drop, and you start seeing it move back up again. Now, I want to see this level. The next level you want to see hold on Monday is this level here, the 226 level. If we could probably hold that level. If there's a rejection that level, it's going to probably come back down maybe and test somewhere around the 221 or on top here, which is the 223 level, but which is right here where the 200 EMA is that I have. But the next level that I have is somewhere around here, right here around that 231 for IWM. If we could hold that 226 level, then this is a level where I would probably just take some profit or get out of the trade at that moment. Yeah, so right here, which you had a gap at the back here as well. Yeah, that's it for IWM. So what I'm looking at is for this level 234, 235 to hold if I want to see. I say, okay, the bottom is probably in, and we start moving back up again. Because nothing really is the ABCs, none of the ABCs has been invalidated. It's not invalidated, but I cannot ignore the bullish momentum that we've had Friday. So this is what I'm looking at for IWM right now is this, and you can clearly see it here as well. Let me just 1, 2, then you have that 3 here. So yeah, so this is what it will look like. It will look like something like this. 1, 2, and then you have that 3 right here. It could probably get rejected at 126 level here. Or you could see right here it just comes back down a little bit, and then it starts to move back up right around this level. And then you have your 3 right there. So you can see something like this playing out. Or you can even go right there, just come back down here and do the 5, which is right at wave 3. And then you have that ABC come back down to wave 4, and then you have the wave 5. So those are the possibilities for IWM, but the chart is more bullish than it is bearish, at least to fill right around this area for IWM. And that's what I have for the indexes by Qqq and IWM. I hope that was helpful. Pretty long video, I think. Something to also pay attention to is this trend coming down here from IWM. As you see, the wave 3, which is the 1, 2, 3, and then you have the other wave within wave 3, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is right around this trend that you have, where you could see a possible rejection back down to wave 4. And then if you have that breakout, it's going to be either a fake out that comes all the way back down, or you're probably going to break out, then come back down, test that trend, then you push up again. I hope that was helpful. Please pay attention to the levels that I talked about on this chart. Again, the next level is that 226 level, 226 right here. And then the next level will be that 230 to 34 level. All right. Hopefully, again, that was helpful. Sorry for the long video. I really try to slow things down for you guys a little bit. Not because I think you guys don't understand, but if I'm doing a video, I want to make it a bit more educational than rather just say, hey, do this or do that. I'm not here to give you any sort of recommendations. What you do with your money is up to you. I will not tell you what to buy or what to sell. I tell you levels and what I'm looking at on my end. I take my own trades. Most of them I don't share because I do not want to be influencing anybody. And if there's any time any regulatory agency want to come after me, I've never given you guys recommendation. Just want to let you know, I do not give recommendations. I tell you what I'm looking at. If I'm buying something or selling something, a lot of times I'm going to say, hey, look, I think it's nice. I'm going to enter this trade or not. I'm not recommending it to you. You have to know your own risk tolerance and what you want to do with your money. But this is the trend I'm looking at for IWM, just to let you know what I'm looking at with this level. 226 will be the next level if I see there's a rejection. And then it's just going to follow this probably over the week or so, hopefully. All right. Okay, guys, that's it for the indexes.